Welcome to Clutch of Health. Thanks for being here today. It is the winter solstice, 12/21/24. And the message today was dark, pretty much just dark. It wasn't that uplifting. And at first I was kind of disappointed because yesterday's message for me was super high vibe, and it just kind of made me think that like the door was open and we were just exiting the third dimensional darkness and all would be good. And I actually had a beautiful night with family last night and everything was perfect. It was one of those perfect days. The weather was warmer, and then today it's windy and it's cold and just kind of dark. The message was dark and woke up tired, and I got to thinking, is this so? Is this so? And I heard a snippet from astrology podcast by or YouTube by Rick Levine, and he's a kind of a famous astrologer, and he was talking about the Jupiter Saturn conjunction that happens every 20 years, and we're at a demarcation in that, almost like the square period right now. And that conjunction occurred in December of 2020, and back then I did this ritual with a group of women, and I can remember very distinctly that was a fire ritual, thinking, am I up for this task? And we all went around and we did certain things in this ritualistic ceremony. And I think I've mentioned this ceremony on this venue before, and that I just felt like I knew what was going to be required, at least of me, and I didn't get a sense other people had the same gravity of feeling as I had at that time. And certainly a lot personally and collectively has happened since that time period. And now we're just at this other part of that demarcation, and I can feel that same gravity today that I felt back then. So, oh, and I wanted to say one other thing before I read this message. I'm reading this book it's a channel book about 2020 to, or excuse me, 2012 to 2030. And it was written, of course, before 2012 and just right before 2012. And much of what was written back then has happened. It hasn't happened as quickly as the book showed that it would. Because, with channeling, you never know when it's going to happen because time is its own essence and free will and all that interplay. But it talked about like no resistance, like just allowing things to be as they are, because when we're in resistance, we obliterate the potential for co-creation. But when we are totally in a space of what is what is meant to be, then it opens the avenue for creation. And so I guess that's a good prelude to this message, is just recognizing with awareness what is based on what I got, and using, of course, your own discernment if it makes sense to you. It could be definitely fragments of my shadow that are interplaying here. But yeah, just if we could all hold a space for awareness, I think that would maybe transcend some of this, if possible. If my dog is barking, I don't know if you can hear it. He's always barking when I get going on these videos. Peter Piper picked a pepper. Thought to make a fire ritual tonight. So it came through as the messages started to come through to do a fire ritual. It's so windy outside today, so windy and cold. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but maybe things will slow down later. I think back to the 2024 ritual ceremony that I did. When I was in the Akashic today, I saw flying saucers, ET groups, and I was told we're in a red zone. Jesus handed me a scroll and it said, prepare. Worst, prepare for the worst, expect the best. I've been getting that messages. And then I got the message, the hills are alive with the sound of music, treason, kaleidoscope of possibilities are next. Pray for the best outcome. All will be righted in the end. Again, red zone, glass wall, breaking through to the next iteration of life contains all the possibilities. Edgar Casey, the sleeping prophet, handed me a papyrus paper with downloading entrustment, East River Shore drilling. East River Shore drilling. I'm going to look that up right now. East River Shore drilling. So what I'm finding is information, East River shale drilling postscript, which was on September 27th of 2019 by the Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory. It's a government agency. I want to update everyone on the recent shale drilling campaign that wrapped up on Tuesday after 8 days of high productivity. And then this website has been taken down. Drill, puncture, roof. So some stuff underwater tunnel to Manhattan. It seems like it could be related to that. An underwater tunnel that passes beneath New York City East River sprung a leak Wednesday after a city contractor mistakenly drilled a hole through, and this was September 4th, 2024. There's some kind of something with this, I think. And then, no, that is not an offshore oil rig in the East River underneath. There's something related to that, I think. Let's see. Pirating information. Bomb shelter. I see a green, cold river with debris. And I wonder if it's the East River. It reminded me of the French Broad River in Asheville, but I'm guessing it had to do with the East River. Martial law. And then I saw myself grocery shopping. Auschwitz, Panama Canal, Port-au-Prince, which is Haiti. I don't know if that had to do with like people coming in, refugees or illegal, undocumented or illegals, whatever you want to call the individuals who come into our country. There was a connection in the Akashic between Haiti, Port-au-Prince, and the Panama Canal, I think. Village, terrorism, Lipstick, the movie. All is held in the container of the past, transgressions. El Salvador, leadership. Venezuela, stopwatch, timer. Time is running out. Time is of the essence. Bulgarian village. I see women going about their day. Ferdinand Franco, who was the Archbishop of Austria-Hungary, who was assassinated, which started, I think, World War I, came through. Pledge of Allegiance. Birds flying high overhead. Stockholm Syndrome. Glass shattering. Villages destroyed. I asked, is this one possibility? And they said, yes, write it down. See, the Middle East. Impoverished nations. Hall of Justice. I get the chills. Someone flipping through a Rolodex, like those old-fashioned, like where you keep your addresses. Time bomb. Prepare for war. Cheshire Cat. I was trying to climb out of this paradigm, and hungry ghosts were holding me here. I don't know if that's my shadow or what. I had a need to look back to witness the crisis at hand. George Foreman, things will be righted. Justice will prevail. Count on it. Time Meister. And I guess there's a new kind of clock that has to do with the rotation of the earth that's called like a time meister. It reminded me of karma, though. Doling out karma. I see soldiers crawling on the ground. Landmines are around, but the earth itself is protecting them from some protection with the soil. See Little Red Riding Hood. Wolves are teachers. I'm being held in the third dimensional darkness to witness the troubles. Potentialities ahead. I see a car being repaired. Stormy waters again. Prepare. Take cover. Things aren't as they seem. There's pulling strings. Bomb on the other end. A massacre. Ye of little faith. The British are coming. I hear a wind chime outside. I ask for a positive message and Jesus comes through, and then it's super cloudy out, but the sun just shined on me as I asked for a positive message, and I was sitting in this positive message through the sun, and then I turned slightly and it was hitting my right eye, the sun. I was given a flower, a rose. It had thorns. I take it. Anyway, I hold this thorny rose in my hand. The light fades. A bird flies and blocks the light, and then it even fades some more. That's the message for today. I'm going to let you uncover it in your own way. Lots of little bit of this and that with symbolism. And I guess if we just hold it as it is and we don't push against it and just accept it and acknowledge it, maybe we can transcend it.